place, well, it isn't a place, it's a time and space that you're welcome to grace. No need for refinement, just come as you are. It doesn't take much to become a lodestar. You'll laugh and you'll cry just to give it a try. I wanna say more, but it's a surprise. If you feel lost and you wanna be found, just come on down to the Lullaby Lounge. There's new friends to meet, there's foes to defeat, there's songs and there's stories and more. The folly and fun have already begun, so let's get the show started.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The coziest concert in cyberspace. The Lullaby Lounge can be any place. Each Tuesday at 8, this nightclub appears wherever you are. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome, one and all, to Ladies of the 80s on and in the Lullaby Lounge. I am your hostess, award-winning polymath of stage and stream, Kate Nix, and I couldn't be more excited to produce this high-value, immaculate vibe content for you all. Oh no. It's on... Excuse me. Sir, that's my décolleté. Okay. Bye. Thank you, everyone, for saying that you like my look. I don't normally wear pink that often, but I felt that for tonight that an exception had to be made. You know, for someone who doesn't wear pink that often, it's sort of bizarre that I have a pink pleather bodysuit, but...
Do you want to show them more of the look?
Oh, I have my guitar on, so you'll have to wait until someone redeems the dance break to see the rest of the look tonight in full glory. Folks, we are already at 50 viewers, even though we just started and I haven't played anything. And also, I am sorry I'm not talking in Thrush Goblin for beginning, and for this I apologize. Thrush Goblin is on bended knee to you for not bringing you Thrush Goblin immediately upon camera opening. I did not want to scare the new viewers away too soon because they might not understand that shit gets crazy here very quickly. We are on a train. The hype train is real. There are no rails. We have zero chill, full gimmick all the time. I stole that bodysuit from the remnants of Chikara. No, I did not. I made this myself. This is 100% mine. None of this fabric was used on any Chikara commissions. I do not believe. I mean, well, the black pleather, we cannot say that for sure, but this is very specifically not... I don't remember who this is for. Maybe Delilah Doom?
That sounds alright.
It's very old pink spandex. I actually made it because I made it because it was the Philadelphia Burlesque Festival, and my friend Holly Von Sin came to the Philadelphia Burlesque Festival from Toronto, or no, from Edinburgh. What's the Ed one in Canada, near
Edmonton?
Edmonton, yes. They came from Edmonton, and they had a black and green bodysuit, and we were going to the festival together, and we were both clown, so I decided that the day they were here to visit me, I made a bodysuit so that we could go to the festival together in matching outfit, and we did our faces up. We also both had red hair at the time. We did our faces up very similar and like kind of opposite color, where like they did like green where I did pink, and I did pink where they did green, so we had like a matching sort of outfit thing. I love going to parties with friends in matching outfit. There's no better feeling than going to a place with someone in matching outfit. Top tier makes any experience better. For no reason, does not matter. Holly ended up being sort of roped into helping me because they were dressed like clown and I was dressed like clown. And because we matched, even though they were not technically working for the festival and I was the social media manager, they ended up doing some helping with me because we are just being, being friends and matching outfit. Because your real friend by matching outfit. 69 subscribers! Nice. So nice. Thank you for saying it is a good look. I feel very myself in this look, believe it or not. Being dressed up with many oh look, we already have a dance break being a request, which is good. We're going to get there fairly soon, but first, technically, I do play music on this show, and I'm going to play you a song. This song, I believe, was the request by, who request? Grace, maybe? If you would like to request songs for future weeks of the Lullaby Lounge, make sure you join our Patreon at kitnix.com/join, where you can request themes and request looks and request all sorts of things and get involved in the behind the scenes of the Lullaby Lounge. That's where to go if you want to be part of the production staff, as it were. Not only is it winged liner, I want you to see the detail. They are lightning bolt. I made lightning bolt eyeliner. Don't know if you can see. Can they see?
Yes.
Frog? I tried to highlight it with glitter so you could see the lightning bolt. Once had a love, and it was a guess. Soon turned out had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find much mistrust, love's gone behind. Once had a love, and it was divine. Soon found out I was losing my mind. Seemed like the real thing, but I was so blind. Much mistrust and love's gone behind. In between, what I find is pleasing and I'm feeling fine. Love is so confusing, there's no peace of mind. If I fear I'm losing you, it's just no good. You're teasing like you do. Once had a love, it was a guess. Soon turned out I had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find much mistrust, love's gone behind. Lost inside, adorable illusion, and I cannot hide. Love is so confusing, please don't push me aside. We could have made a cruising, yeah. Lost inside, adorable illusion, and I cannot hide. I'm the one you're using, please don't push me aside. We could have made it cruising, yeah, riding high on love's true bluish light. Ooh, once had a love, and it was a guess. Soon turned out to be a pain in the ass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find much mistrust, love's gone behind. Ooh, ooh. I think a couple people actually requested that I do some kind of Blondie or Debbie Harry song. So I'm glad that y'all enjoyed the first track. Oh, thank you, Jenny, for subscribing. Oh, they are bi-lasers. I just realized that you're right. This is a totally bisexual background. And I included the yellow in my eyes for pansexual. So this is 80s ladies. It's a ladies' night at a lesbian bar in 1986. Frickin' laser beams. All right. Oh, I said I would do something. There's something I said I would do that involves social media. Hold on just a second. Is it this one? Here we go. I would like to thank Kendra Hornbrook, Sandra Ruth, Mike Stanley, Beth Shearer, Jay Balden, Nom de Plume, Lindsay Nicole, Veronica DeWitt, Stacy Lynn, Shane Charlson, Cubby Altabelli, and Sandra Ruth again for commenting on the hype post for today's stream over on the Facebook group. We are no longer going to be streaming on Facebook as of tonight. This is the last night on Facebook. So the group there is pretty much the only place you're going to be able to find Kate Nix related content and experience stuff. So if you like my Facebook page and that's how you find me or you know me, get the fuck out of there. Just leave. It's bad. And join the group. It's a way better experience. And ideally, you're following me elsewhere and we don't have to communicate on Facebook. That's the prime way to contact me. But in case you are not on other social medias, that is where you will find me. And I also would like to thank... I posted a thing earlier. Where is it? Here we go. I would also like to thank Robin DeGraves, David R.A., Dizzy Hellfire, O Geekdom, and Friends Talking Nerdy podcast for retweeting my stuff on Twitter. Much appreciated. I have so many liquids to satisfy my thirst with.
Satisfy your thirst.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 54 viewers, holy moly. Here's a thing that you should know. 54 viewers who are tuning in right now on twitch.tv/KateNix. If you would like to hear more songs, we have developed new technology for that to happen. If you cannot handle a mere 6 songs for tonight's performance and you crave more, you crave that mineral of that rock, it's quite easy to do so. You can either share the stream with your friends, family, and followers on social media so that we can get tonight's viewership to 100 viewers. That is one way to get a secret encore. But the other way to get a secret encore is to head over to tipafairy.com. If we hit my tip goal, we will also get a secret encore. And if we get to 150% of the tip goal or to 150 viewers, we will get that encore. So if you can tip, that's where you can provide the encore sitch. If you cannot tip, you can also share and encourage people to join us watching, and that also potentially gets you an encore. I hope you enjoy this new way of interacting with the stream and encouraging more content creation on Lullaby Lounge nights. I decided to make it that way moving forward so that 1, we can hit partner here on Twitch, and 2, so those of you who can't tip don't feel so guilty about not being able to help the stream out in that specific way. Hey, Bright's here! Hi, Bright, thank you! And Shark! Lovely. midnight, getting uptight, where are you? Said you'd meet me, now it's 1:45. I know I'm hanging, but I still want you. Hey, Jack, it's a fact, they're talking in town. Turn my back and you're messing around. Not really jealous, don't like looking like a clown. Think of you every night and day. You took my heart and you took my pride away. I hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. Wanna walk, but I'll run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you. Daylight, spent the night without you, but I've been dreaming about the loving you do. Won't be as angry about the hell you put me through. Hey man, bet you can't treat me right. You just don't know what you was missing last night. Wanna see your face and say forget it just from spite. I hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. Wanna walk, but I'll run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you. I hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. I wanna walk, but I'll run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you. I hate myself for loving you. What's happening? What are you doing?
I'm fixing something.
Okay, but it's time for something. I need your assistance. Because it's time for... It's the part where I talk, the part where I talk. It doesn't have a name yet other than that. Are you going to confuse me with the camera switch, or are we sticking with camera 1?
Camera 2's coming. Just waiting for the switch.
Hey, party people. That song was pretty apt because tonight's part where I talk is about toxic relationships. Specifically, the experience of leaving a toxic or abusive situation and having spent so much time in your life in that situation that the things that you discovered during that time or through that person are forever tainted by their memory. Tonight's set list is particularly special to me because I am taking the power back and playing some songs that were from pieces of media that I discovered through my abusive ex-partner. We call him the Spider around here so that we don't dox him, but when I was with the Spider, things were pretty tough. I was quite young, and he was much, much older, so I would sort of like go along with his weird taste because I wanted him to think I was cool and mature. He was 10 years older than me and I was 18, so he introduced me to a lot of media that was sort of between when my brothers were consuming pop culture at a young age and when I was consuming pop culture at a young age. My brothers are 20 years older than me, so I have kind of a gap in the 80s where they aren't necessarily as aware of things. And the Spider introduced me to a lot of songs and media that I ended up, well, partially just through osmosis because I was watching things so much with him, or things were so important to him that I was paying attention to them that much. but also because I genuinely enjoyed those things. As much as that person sort of like convinced me to be someone I wasn't, the parts of me that enjoyed these movies, they still exist. Like I like them separately from him. He introduced them to me, but I still get certain songs stuck in my head or quote certain lines. I've written songs about things that he used to enjoy or you enjoyed and I was introduced to through him. And I'm kind of tired of feeling like this dude who has no effect on my life nowadays. It's been almost 10 years since we were together. That this dude had so much power over me, even today. Like, I'm the age now that he was when we were dating when I was 20. And I think that it's time that I take that shit back. Like, it's not his. He didn't invent the movie Body Rock. He didn't invent the 1980 musical The Apple. Those things are awesome outside of him. And my set list tonight is me saying, fuck that guy. I didn't like it because of him. I like it in spite of him. Because as much as our relationship tainted the media, I'm stronger than that, which is why I left. And I can leave those memories behind separately and continue moving forward in my life, you know. What? What are you giggling about?
Cocaine invented the apple.
Fuck yeah, it did.
I was trying to hold that in. That was good.
But cocaine and probably psychedelics, realistically. Like, have you seen it? The second half of that movie is almost unwatchable. The first half has all the good songs, and then you get to the part where they're, like, broken up, and you kind of don't care anymore. But you should watch The Apple. It's on Amazon Prime, I believe. But today, for me, at 80s Ladies Night, is about saying that it's okay to like things that were introduced to you by bad people. Those people don't own those things. Like, your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or ex-partner or your parents or whoever gave you a situation, like, put you in a situation where you were either traumatized or felt unsafe. Like, those people didn't invent those pieces of media. And if you're still enjoying them 10 years later to some extent, it's probably not because you're just trying to get that person to like you. Like, realistically, that's about you as a person and your personal taste. And I'm saying that out loud to you because I need to hear it, because I fucking love The Apple. And I even fucking love Body Rock. Body Rock's cover will only get here if we reach the first encore. I'm hopefully covering Sharpshooter by Laura Branigan. An incredible, weird song. That is, if we get to our first encore. But I just wanted to say that to you and to me, saying, like, listen, Goblin, it's not them, it's you. You like that thing because you like it. And it's okay. And it doesn't mean it's some sort of, like, weird loyalty to your abuser. Like, fuck that. No, it's just part of the reason that you ended up in that situation for so long, right, is because, or in my case, part of the reason I ended up in that situation was because our tastes did align. And he did like things I liked, and he did introduce me to new things I enjoyed. Some things I think are even more my taste than his, and I kind of see him as a poser for liking them. Like things by queer artists or women that I'm like, do you like that? Or do you like that to trick people? But yeah, I'm just saying, fuck that. It's mine, and I like it because I think it's funny or good or whatever. And my identity is no longer connected to that person, and I don't have to connect it to that person if I don't want to. Grace, hello! I believe all the Phagents are in the chat. I love it when that happens. So, this was... It's the part where I talk, the part where I talk. It doesn't have a name yet other than that. Now it's time for a song from the 1980 musical The Apple. Available now on Amazon Prime, I believe, for free. The quality is terrible, but that's just because nobody saved prints of that movie. Like, nobody knows what the apple is. The people who do know what the apple is are in, like, a secret cult, and we're all like, have you seen the apple? Just to sort of an overview of what the apple is about. The Apple was a musical made in the late 70s, released in 1980, about the future in 1994, where a music corporation takes over the entire world, and it's essentially the book of Genesis, but written to be a futuristic dystopia in the 90s. So nobody has seen The Apple. Like, nobody. If you have never seen this movie, don't feel shame because no one has seen it. Like, there are so few people who know what you're talking about when you say, have you seen The Apple? It's extremely weird. No one you know is in it. The most famous person, I think, in the cast is Finola Hughes, the dancer from Saturday Night Live, and she's a background actor and background dancer, because there are multiple dance numbers, full-on dance numbers with the same people in different costumes trying to play them off as different people. It's top tier. It could have been Rocky Horror Picture Show, I believe, if it had been produced a little bit later or differently or something, but it is extremely wild. America, the land of the free, is shooting up with pure energy, and every day she cries out for more speed. America, the home of the brave, is popping pills to keep up the pace, and every day she has to take more speed. From New York down to LA, everybody does it her way, popping power by the hour. Shaking, pumping power by the hour. Speed, speed, speed. America of the icing, to get your fix you'll do anything. There's just one thing that's worth fighting for: speed. America, your reds, whites, and blues are in our blood, we're strung out on you. There's just one thing we're all living for: speed. From New York down to LA, everybody does it her way, pumping power by the hour. Speed. I can feel the earth start quaking when America starts shaking, pumping power by the hour. Speed. Shaking, pumping power by the hour. Speed, speed, speed. Thank you so much, Sandra. I have done a BB cosplay, BB from the Apple, absolutely. It's the Eve character. And suspiciously, what? What are you giggling about?
Nothing.
What?
In your break, I'll tell you.
What is happening? Why have you broken my husband? What is happening? You are all very suspicious. Every single one of you. I believe I was told to do an Irish accent, though. Alright, then. Before we hit the break, you know what time it is. We were requested to do this earlier in the stream. Are you ready? Frogs?
I am.
I am ready as well. Put a bullet in the head, every wretched word you said. Tried to pretend that you don't exist, but pretending didn't work. Tried to fill your mouth with dirt, but it all just passed right through your lips. Get back in your grave, you can't haunt me forever. Get back in your grave. Get back in your grave, I'm trying to get better. Get back in your grave. In the dark there's always ghosts, play my ribs like xylophones, reminding me I wasn't worth a dime. Bled me of my innocence, claimed it was just ignorance, and that I should thank you for your time. Get back in your grave, you can't haunt me forever. Get back in your grave. Get back in your grave, I'm trying to get better. Get back in your grave. Put a bullet in the head, every pretty word you said. Thought killing them would work, they still bubble from the earth. Their hands crawling through the grass, and they whisper when I pass. It's something to behold, how I'm nothing and you're cold. Oh, get back in your grave, I'm hurt, but I keep living. Get back in your grave. Get back in your grave, you'll never be forgiven. Get back in your grave. All right, ladies, germs, and all other terms, my love, my life, my lodestars, it's time for that commercial break.
This one first, because we're doing this now.
Oh, right. The other day I'm visiting with my girlfriend Jan, and she turns to me and she says, I miss the days when we could squeeze independent music straight from the artist. I turn to her and I say, I understand completely. But Jan, I've got the next best thing. Bandcamp. She looks up at me and she says Bandcamp, and I turn back to her and I say Bandcamp. Fair trade, free range, organic, artisanal MP3s straight from the artist. Well, Jan was so shocked she simply couldn't handle it. She fainted, and when she finally came to, she looks up and says, there's gotta be a catch. I look down at her and I say, Jan, there is no catch. Artists get 85% of the profit, and they can set their own prices. Well, Jan, she skedaddled right on over to katenix.bandcamp.com and got her favorite artist Kate Nix's discography for less than $12. That's just one of the many reasons that you should be like Jan and choose Bandcamp.
Thank you for calling the Tip of Fairy Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for? That's very generous of you, ma'am. How will you be contributing today? Nope, no problem at all. Venmo works perfectly fine. You can send your contribution using the Venmo app by clicking Pay or Request and typing TIPAFAERIE into the search bar. Yes, at Tip of Fairy. That's us, ma'am. Well, thank you ever so. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
My love, my life, my lodestars.
I am the master of snake style, Ophidian.
And I am a goblin he found on the street.
Insert clip of me, USA, punching you in the face.
My name is Kate Nix, purveyor of showmanship and shenanigans.
And we are Closet Champion, maker of masks and gear and pretty much all things wrestling related.
Better get your groove muscles lubricated.
I write music and have composed for wrestling video segments.
And this here is my Lullaby Lounge, this liminal digital cabaret where everyone, yes everyone, is welcome. Organic, artisanal MP3s straight from the artist.
You can talk to us over on patreon.com/closetchampion by joining our Patreon for as little as $2 a month and getting access to our exclusive Discord. If you're a part of our Patreon, having access to our Discord server means that you essentially are on an IM chat with the entire community that we have there all the time. We've definitely seen friendships form and it's been really cool. We have a really great community over there and we'd love for you to be a part of it if that's your bag.
You do you, partner. You do you.
So pick up the pace, child.
Put the Chevy to the levee.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! You mighty morphin' Power Rangers!
Kubiando, Professor Nix again here. I'm so glad that you're enjoying tonight's cabaret, but it appears that you've forgotten to share the stream. I'm sure you don't need me to remind you how important it is that you show your support of the Lullaby Lounge, but in case you... It is very important that you show your support of the Lullaby Lounge by sharing the stream with your friends, family, and followers on social media.
If you have an Amazon Prime account and want to support the Lullaby Lounge, you can connect your Amazon Prime to Twitch to get Twitch Prime, which grants you a free subscription. So you can subscribe to this channel at no cost to you, but it still earns the stream $1 or $2. Each month you must choose us, for such is the way. So pick up the pace, child, and subscribe today.
My love, my life, my lodestars. Did you know that once we hit 150 patrons over on our Patreon, I will be recording and releasing an EP of 5 covers chosen by the patrons themselves? You can help make this dream a reality by joining the club over on katenix.com/join for as little as $2 a month. You get access to all sorts of behind-the-scenes content. Videos before I release them, exclusive B-sides and demos, as well as all the behind-the-scenes content from Closet Champion, the sewing business that I run with my husband. If you love what I do here at the Lullaby Lounge and you're looking for a way to support outside the stream, the Patreon is an excellent way to do that. And we're almost 3/4 of the way to our goal already, so what are you waiting for? The other day I'm visiting with my girlfriend Jan. She turns to me and she says, I miss the days when we could squeeze independent music straight from the artist. I turn to her and I say, I understand completely. But Jan, I've got the next best thing. Bandcamp. She looks up at me and she says Bandcamp, and I turn back to her and I say Bandcamp. Fair trade, free range, organic, artisanal MP3s straight from the artist. Well, Jan was so shocked, she simply couldn't handle it. She fainted, and when she finally came to, she looks up and says, there's gotta be a catch. I look down at her and I say, Jan, there is no catch. Artists get 85% of the profit, and they can set their own prices. Well, Jan, she skedaddled right on over to katenix.bandcamp.com and got her favorite artist, Kate Nix's discography, for less than $12. That's just one of the many reasons that you should be like Jan and choose Bandcamp.
Thank you for calling the Tipperary Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for today? I am so sorry, Your Grace. We are no longer accepting human sacrifices. Yeah, I know. But you can contribute to the Lullaby Lounge using human money on tipperary.com. No, you don't need to sign up for anything. You just need a credit or debit card, Your Grace. You know, the little magnetic squares that humans used to pay for things? No, that's a condom, Your Grace. All right, okay. Cubiando. We'll talk again soon. Yikes. Nope, yep. Nothing. I said nothing, Your Grace. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cubiando.
Hey, you on the other side of that screen. Why are you still watching us on Facebook? If you really want to support the Catriarchy, you'd watch us over on twitch.tv/KateNix. Twitch is the only place to get the full experience of the Lullaby Lounge. For it is over there that you can earn channel points and participate in all the shenanigans on the show. But Ophidian, I don't want to leave Facebook. Too bad. Thanks to Facebook's new music policies, the only place to watch the Lullaby Lounge will be on Twitch after September 29th. So get ahead of the game and find us over on twitch.tv/KateNix. Oh, yes.
Sup, wanna buy this shirt? You can at katenix.com/merch. But this isn't the only shirt you can buy. You can also get this shirt, or this shirt, or this shirt, which is available in over a dozen other classes. But you don't just have to take it from me. Check out all these beautiful lodestars and some of my other designs. There's also mugs and stickers and tote bags. This one is very soft. This is the softest shirt I own. I might just wear this shirt the rest of the day because it's the softest one.
I wish I had a soft shirt.
You know where you can get one?
No, tell me.
At katenix.com/merch. Wow.
Greetings, mortals. Is that too threatening? I don't mean to rub the immortal thing in their faces, you know. Greetings, peasants. I am the Twitch, and I come to you now with no riddles or rhymes, but with a gift of information. By watching the Lullaby Lounge here on Twitch, you have accumulated a valuable currency, Goblin Treasure. For you see, this Goblin Treasure gains you access to my menu of mystical mischief. When you purchase one of these enchantments, a bewitchment takes hold of your hostess. Whether your desire is that she speak in a silly accent, perform a spontaneous kazoo solo, or even break out into dance, your wish is her command. Choose your moments wisely, for only one of these valuable spells may be performed per night. Except the hydrate one, because I guess mortals need water or whatever. Mortals. Go forth, lodestars, and let chaos reign.
Cubiando, just popping in to remind you that every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, there's a replay of the stream that you're currently watching over on twitch.tv/KateNix. Join me there as I hang out in the chat and we relive the memories of night. If you live in a time zone that isn't conducive to watching the show live, or you just want to hang out here in the Catriarchy, the replay is a great place to chill. Thursday evening?
Thursday night? I guess it depends on where you live. What is time?
Thank you for calling the Tippy Fairy Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for? $69. Nice.
Greetings, Catriarchy. It is I, your number one games wizard, Jeff Stormer, here to talk to you for just a moment about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is pro wrestling. I love professional wrestling, and if you love wrestling like I do, and I think there's at least a chance that you might be interested to know that I've written several tabletop role-playing games about the wonderful, weird world of pro wrestling. Two of my absolute favorites include El Inmortal Unmasked in the Main Event, a LARP about the last day in the career of the greatest luchador who ever lived before they are booked to unmask in front of a packed crowd, changing their career forever. And Big Fight Feel, a two-player role-playing game about the moment after a huge match has started. When the babyface and the heel are facing each other in the ring, the crowd has gone silent and there is only history between them. If either of these games sound like your jam, and I kinda hope that they might, you can go to jeffstormer.itch.io/Catriarchy and pick up both of them for $5. It's a pretty good deal, it's one that I'm really excited about, and it's one that's special just for you. Now, until next time, the forces arcane are calling me back, which is my way of saying cat needs dinner, so I bid you adieu.
When I was 17 years of age, I fancied myself a teenage rock star, and thanks to that delusion of grandeur, I made an industrial punk record called Soliloquy. The imagery on the album is incredibly violent and dark. The sounds are abrupt and chaotic. There's a song that just devolves into complete audio chaos that has no beat or time signature. I'm just yelling different things and different noises are happening. I made one entire track's drums out of static noises, and there is a rotary telephone sound on there. If you've seen the video of my cat playing toy piano, that toy piano was used to record songs on Soliloquy. The genre of Soliloquy, according to 17-year-old me, is steampunk burlesque, which is ironic considering I was neither a part of the steampunk or burlesque communities at that time. It's got sort of like jazz Broadway vocals, and then punk guitars, and then industrial drums. It was a really dark time in my mental health. It was the first time I was being medicated for my personality disorder, is when I got diagnosed with my personality disorder. I was still coming to grips with my personage and what it meant to be a woman in society and what it meant to grow up to be a woman at all. If you long for the smell of a 2004 Hot Topic, if you dream of the days when we wore stacks of jelly bracelets and dinosaurs only went roar and that meant I love you, then Soliloquy is absolutely the record to hit you right in the nostalgia of being a teenager in the mid-2000s. Absolutely the most evident of my goth roots, I say, wearing black lipstick in full goth eye makeup. This album is technically available on Spotify, but it was released under my previous stage name, Haley Jane, so you might have to search that to find it there. But it is available on Bandcamp in my discography on katenix.com/music. I would say that Soliloquy probably has the most songs that could be used at a Halloween party. Or if you wanted to create like a really glittery haunted house, ideal Soliloquy vibes. Glitter blood was really big for me then. I had a lot of glitter blood involved in my aesthetic.
I've got to make this quick. It seems our connection is growing thin. The magic that forms the bond between our worlds has weakened, and the only way it can gain strength is if we increase the light of our stars across the universe. Quick, before I lose you, please, share the stream. I don't care where, I don't care with who. It's only through your support and belief.
My love, my life, my lodestars, we have returned and you have redeemed. Oh, wait a minute, what accent am I in? Oh, I have a lot. My reward queue wasn't updating itself for whatever reason. The chat was working, but my reward queue wasn't, so I am a little bit late on some of these Goblin Treasure rewards, the betwitchments that you have redeemed. I apologize for that, I'm doing my best over here. I had a migraine all day, so I'm running a little bit on some, I'm a little bit under the weather, as it were. I added a lot of glitter to my face to make up for it, so if you think my performance tonight is subpar, just look at the shiny shit on my face instead.
DJ Storm.
Oh, shout out to my friend Matt, aka Starmageddon, who is in our intro video. Starmageddon does a couple podcasts, and he streams, and he's just generally super cool dude. So if you want to check out some gamer-friendly, queer-friendly content, make sure you head over to his Twitch, Twitter, and whatnot accounts. Please, Starmageddon, put your links in the chat for the good people of the Catriarchy. Aww. Thank you, Minerva. I like to think that in my head. As long as I make Carrie Fisher and Angelica Houston proud, then my heart is set. Oh, and Elvira. I want Elvira to be proud too. Yo, October's going to be fucking insane. I have some shenanigans prepared for October that are literally directly off camera. Part of it is directly off camera. The Phagents have already seen it. Alright. My dear husband, are you ready?
Do they know?
Do they know? They do not know.
No, I mean, call for backup.
Oh yes, so, one of you, who redeemed it?
I can tell you in just 1 second.
'Twas Princess Sparklefists. I believe that's
Yep.
Ash, if I remember correctly. Ash redeemed a call for backup, which, as you now know, means that our good friend, skin suit full... Oh, crap, you know what we didn't do? There's a robot that's still on.
Oops.
Oops.
Somebody redeemed it.
I noticed that somebody did that, so that's for the air conditioner. You can hear it. I know everybody says that I should keep it on and that it doesn't matter, but you can definitely hear it in the background of stuff. All right. Are you ready, kids?
Oh no, I keep clicking away from the thing I actually need to look at. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the old paintings on the tombs, they do the sentence, don't you know? If they move too quick, oh, hey, oh, they're falling down like a domino. All the bazaar men by the Nile, they got the money on a bet. Gold crocodiles, oh, hey, oh, they snap the teeth on your cigarette. Four types with the hookah pipes say, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Walk like an Egyptian. 2, 3, 4. The bar waitresses take their trays, they spin around, then they cross the floor. They've got the moves, oh, hey, oh, you drop your drink, then they bring you more. All the school kids so sick of books, they like the punk and the metal band. When the buzzer rings, oh, hey, oh, they're walking like an Egyptian. All the kids in the marketplace say, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Walk like an Egyptian. 2, 3, 4. Slide your feet up the street, bend your back, shift your arm, then you pull it back. Life's hard, you know, oh, hey, oh, so strike a pose on a Cadillac. If you wanna find all the cops, they're hanging out in the donut shop. They sing and dance, oh, hey, oh, they fuck, then they creep back. All the cops in the donut shop say, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. 2, 3, 4. We got most of it right. Most of it right. He learned that in like a day and a half-ish. Something like that.
Monday afternoon is.
But I
yesterday
refuse
afternoon.
to let 80s Ladies Week go by without Ophidian the Cobra playing Walk Like an Egyptian. It would have been legally just not, it's just not kosher. It's not cool. Whoa, you're coming back.
Yeah, for those that don't know, my theme song
For many years.
for the first 7 years almost of my career. 2011. I think I stopped using it. 2011. So 2007 to 2011, the first 4 years of my career, Walk Like an Egyptian.
Yes. Until everybody made the switch to copyright-free music. Not a Five Nights at Freddy's shirt, a Freddy Krueger shirt. Come on.
It's 80s week, so
It's 80s week.
it's Freddy's Revenge.
Come on.
The gay one.
The gay one, everybody.
The accidentally. It was no accident.
Is Frogfidian Lin-Manuel? Wow. What a comparison. They are both Puerto Rican. Though Ophidian has never written a song. Or it only just started playing instruments within the past 6 months. So I think combined, we could be Lin-Manuel Miranda. if I provide the music and that sort of like world building style of creativity, and he provides the exuberance, the drive, and the Puerto Rican-ness. Damn, Shark. Damn. Coming hard at Lin-Manuel. What's next? A song that I wrote. So, though this is not a song written in the 80s, it's a song that I produced in a quite 80s style, and I like it very much, and I don't play it live very often, so I figured that it fit in the set list tonight, and I'm sure none of you will complain, so I appreciate you indulging me, my narcissism, just for a moment. Choking on my own spit, that's cool. Let me double check all of our stuff. We have definitely hit both tip goals, so you get both encores tonight. Huzzah. Welcome to the rat race racetrack, honey. Where you gonna put that money? You look like you could use some help. Maybe you should learn to help yourself. You can bet it all on duloxetine, yoga, cyclobenzaprine, but I say bet it on the bootstraps, bootstraps, bet it on the bootstraps, bet it on the bootstraps, bootstraps, bet it on the bootstraps. You can bet it all on duloxetine, yoga, cyclobenzaprine. Bet it on the bootstraps, bootstraps, bet it on the bootstraps. Bad luck never looks so good. Prettiest pauper in the neighborhood. Man down, stand down, please, God, take the pain. It turns out God doesn't take Medicaid. You can bet it all on fluoxetine, yoga, cyclobenzaprine, but I say bet it on the bootstraps, bootstraps, bet it on the bootstraps. Bet it on the bootstraps, bootstraps, bet it on the bootstraps. You can bet it all on DBT, diet, prayer, and therapy, but I say bet it on the bootstraps, bootstraps, bet it on the bootstraps. Have faith. Thank
I
you.
can't see it.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kicking of incitement. The kicking of excitement.
We were at 72 at one point.
Nice. I saw 75 on the viewers as well. Though we never met our viewer goal. It doesn't matter because we hit our tip goal. We surpassed it even. I was not expecting that. I honestly expected as we got into the middle weeks of season 3 that we would not hit the tip goal, which is why I created the viewer goal. Not the only reason, but one. Whoa, we are also at 493 followers on Twitch. I only need 7 more followers to hit 500. So make sure you share that shit. You hit me with a share, guy? Noise. Fucking noise. Thank you, Alex. Much appreciated. You know, I always had to turn out a look for the Lullaby Lounge. It's like the only reason I get dressed up these days.
Side cam. Boom.
Whoa. Hold on, I have to stand on the stool so you can see my ass. Ass cam. Here. Life is a... Hold on. Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Just like a prayer, you know I'll take you there. I hear your voice. It's like an angel sighing. I have no choice. I hear your voice. Feels like flying. I close my eyes. Oh God, I think I'm falling out of the sky. I close my eyes. Heaven help me. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Just like a prayer, you know I'll take you there. Like a child, you whisper softly to me. You're in control, just like a child. Now I'm dancing, it's like a dream. No end and no beginning. You're here with me, it's like a dream. Let the choir sing. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Just like a prayer, you know I'll take you there. Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like I think I have to move slightly forward.
I was gonna just look at the camera.
No, I'm good. I can do it. I can adjust my own ass cam. God damn it. Like home when you call my name, it's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Just like a prayer, you know I'll take you there. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I'll take you there. Burlesque taught me a lot of things, folks. And I figure what better song for ass than Like a Prayer. Thank you, everybody. That did get me one more follower. One more follower. One more follower. Masterpiece. More like Asterpiece.
Too easy. Too easy.
Bow, 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 bow.
Shout out to Mr. The Shing.
Huh? Oh, shout out to... Why is my fucking thing is not working? Can you show me the...
Mr. The Shing.
Thank you, Shane, for being a long-time Lodestar. You have been putting in the work for over 10 years, I believe. A good portion of the time, and it is much appreciated that you're still around after all this time. I hope that you're proud of me and my butt tricks. We need to make a reggaeton air horn reward. All right, it is time for
Music video.
something completely different.
It's been a little while now that both of us moved on. Our love is dust behind us, the passion's dead and gone. And I mean it when I tell you, I hope you're doing well. But gotta say this, baby, I'd sell my soul to send you straight to hell. You're a looker, not a lover. Fighter, so take cover, and I've got the kind of ammo you can't buy. I'm doing some spring cleaning, I'm exercising demons. Bring my whiskey and my guitar, cause someone is gonna die. I'd say that I was joking, but I can't say a word. Lying is a sin, my dear, I don't believe you heard. After all the wrong you did me, I'm trying not to dwell. Baby, I'd sell my soul to send you straight to hell. You're a cheater, not a player, but I'm a devil slayer. You ain't got nothing on the game I'm gonna bring. I'm doing some spring cleaning, I'm exercising demons. Ring a bell, cause it's about damn time this angel got her wings. And I heard a wise man saying the past should stay the past. If I never looked behind me, I didn't know just what I had. And I found a man who loves me and truly treats me well. But gotta say this, baby, I'd sell my soul to send you straight to hell.
We are back, my Lodestars. Thank you so much for sticking around for Secret Encore number 1.
Debate will not have an ass can.
Oof. Good luck on watching the debate. I plan on only watching necessary clips later. I am avoiding it as an act of self-care, because if I watch the president talk for too long, I just devolve into a blubbering mess of feelings, and I'm not prepared. I am doing this to avoid it and provide joy to the universe, which is the exact opposite of what that fucking idiot does, so... This is a song from the, I believe, 1986 or 1984 movie Body Rock, starring Lorenzo Lamas. It sure is a movie. It's about Lorenzo Lamas and his cool breakdance pals who are mostly white. getting a job at like a nightclub and selling out for their dreams, and like he sells out, and then like all his friends are like, no, don't sell out, Lorenzo Lamas. And they tried to teach Lorenzo Lamas to breakdance, and it did not work, but the music is good. So here's a song by Laura Branigan from Body Rock, because tonight's theme for me is taking back the media that my toxic ex introduced me to. And this is one of the first movies he ever showed me. This song is going to feel very sketch knowing that, but it's a great song, and I think more people should be aware of that movie in general because it's extremely goofy. Something went wrong. Great. No one's ever had the skill to come inside and warm the chill that's freezing me. This heart's a willing target, need someone to shoot the mark that's deep in me. If in the dark of the night you're out there lying in wait, once you've got me in your sights, better shoot straight, don't hesitate. Ooh, sharpshooter, where are you? I need a man to go straight to the woman in me. Ooh, sharpshooter, I'm making. I need a man to awaken the lover in me. Need someone to zero in to the place that no one's ever been before, to touch a heart that burns, to feel the need that yearns for so much more. I put my cards on the table and my heart on the line. If you are willing and able, show me a sign, I ain't got much time. Ooh, sharpshooter, where are you? I need a man to go straight to the woman in me. Ooh, sharpshooter, I'm making. I need a man to awaken the lover in me. Ooh, sharpshooter, where are you? I need a man to go straight to the woman in me. Ooh, sharpshooter, I'm making. I need a man to awaken the lover in me. It's such a goofy song, but I love how weirdly strong it is. It's so like, it's very direct. It's like, hey, buddy, time to fuck. And you gotta love a song that's like that. Like a Prayer is like that too. It's like, hey, you want a blowjob? That's like that whole song. It's like, excuse me, sir or madam, or non-binary person, would you like a blowjob? That's like a Prayer's theme. And Sharpshooter is very similar. It's like that. I guess it was a very like we're post-feminism. It's like sexual awakening of women. Women are allowed to talk about fucking now. So Sharpshooter is like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I want to get fucked. It's time. I appreciate that about a song. You gotta appreciate the frankness indeed. Shout out to Chronic Cryptid. I assume that your chronic in your cryptidness is either because you are chronically ill or because you like weed, and I'm up for both of those things. I too am chronically ill, and I also love weed because it's my primary painkiller. So, thank you so much for the hanging outs. Wait, y'all didn't know that Like a Prayer was about blowjob? It's in the chorus, y'all. It's literally like, when you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there. It's like the whole video is like Madonna molesting Black Jesus.
Can't remember who that was coming from.
I mean, I knew that when I was 17 or 18.
I didn't know that until right now either.
Really?
I wasn't looking into Madonna lyrics.
Madonna is like all about fucking. There's like no, it's not. It's barely a metaphor. It's literally just like, hey. Like let's do a dramatic reading here of these lyrics so you can hear exactly how frank this is.
Yeah, I'm with you, Minerva. I had no idea.
You're here with me, it's like a dream, let the choir sing, like all that stuff sounds like an orgasm to me. I want to take you there in the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Please, somewhat, how is that not about, it's clearly about fucking. Madonna was all about that shit. It's literally why she's called Madonna. Like, her whole thing is the virgin whore dichotomy. That's Madonna's whole deal as a young artist. And I appreciate that about her. Like, it's very, her sexual awareness and sexual just frankness is a huge part of why she is the icon that she is in pop culture. Indeed, Shane.
Nobody's ever called it that.
That's incredible. Literally the only thing Madonna ever did that wasn't about sex was A League of Their Own. Yeah, never mind. Well, I'm glad to have enlightened y'all. At the Lullaby Lounge, at least you learned something, right? This last song, I might cry, to be perfectly honest. Like, just to be 100% real with you. I was practicing it, and I realized that some of these lyrics are very important to me as this part, you know, like this little space we created here, the Lullaby Lounge. This space is very important to me, and I know it's very important to some or most of you. Obviously, otherwise 60 of you wouldn't have shown up tonight. And to whoever is new in the chat or on the stream, welcome to the Lullaby Lounge. I hope you understand what's going on. It's a musical variety show. I am the host. I am helped and co-starred with my husband, who is a masked man, former professional wrestler, and current gear maker. We make stuff like this when we are not making music.
And this.
And this. I also made this too. I always like when I wear things that I made on stream because I feel like it completes. I want to make it all myself. I want to record the music. I want to make the costumes. I want to do it all 100% from me, so you know that you're getting pure, unaltered, uncut Kate Nix directly into your veins. I make all the things. I make the emotes. I make the commercials. I make the frame. I make the merch. I make the advertisement. I do all of it with some assistance. I make the tea. Well, you grated the ginger. Shocked you haven't become a luthier yet? It's only because we don't have the space. The second we move into a place that has a yard, I am getting woodworking shit. Nobody can stop me. Welcome, Sunlit Lioness. Oh my gosh, is that who I think it is? Wait a minute. Hey, Joanna! Joanna is the young lady who, for those of you who are in the Facebook group or on my Twitter, she's who I went to prom with. There's a picture of Joanna and I, in our prom gimmick, my prom dress that I made also. So if you have seen that photo, y'all know Sunlit Lioness. Welcome, Brad Religion. It only gets weirder from here. A woman's ass singing like a prayer is by no means the strangest thing you see here in my liminal digital cabaret every Tuesday night and replays on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So,
Before you go.
we need to make a second one of those for the second Secret Encore. We weren't expecting the second Secret Encore to be so, not
Successful.
so successful. Yes, I guess. So successful. Okay, let's see if I can get through this without crying. Oh, thank you, Shane. Yes, that jumpsuit took literal months, and it was a lot. For those of you who might have seen it, I made Jordan Grace's wedding jumpsuit, the garment that she got married in, and partied in after her wedding. She posted a lot of great photos of her lounging about in it, which is great because it meant it was comfortable enough to do all that stuff. It took forever. I sewed most of it by hand. Ophidian did some of the pants. We had many moments of stress and mental breakdown, but it was worth it in the end. She looked gorgeous, and all of my hand sewing that lace was definitely worth it, I believe. Many times I've tried to tell you, many times I've cried alone. Always I'm surprised how well you cut my feelings to the bone. Don't wanna leave you really, I've invested too much time to give you up that easy. To the dots that complicate your mind. We belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to the sound of the words we've both fallen under. Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong, we belong, we belong together. Maybe it's a sign of weakness when I don't know what to say. Maybe I just wouldn't know what to do with my strength anyway. Have we become a habit? Do we distort the facts? Now there's no looking forward. Now there's no turning back when you say we belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to the sound of the words we've both fallen under. Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong, we belong, we belong together. Close your eyes and try to sleep now. Close your eyes and try to dream. Clear your mind and do your best to try and wash the palate clean. We can't begin to know it, how much we really care. I hear your voice inside me, I see your face everywhere. Still you say we belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to the sound of the words we've both fallen under. Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong, we belong, we belong So it is almost the end of our show, by which I finished our last song. If you will indulge me, audience, I do have a bit of a headache, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about something I've been feeling lately, and I was debating not saying something. I posted something on the Facebook group, and then I deleted it. So, if you will indulge me, my lodestars, my absolute light, another part where I talk. Oh, it's not ready. It's the part where I talk, the part where I talk. It doesn't have a name yet other than that. So, lately, I've been having a lot of strange, this is not necessarily an uplifting part where I talk. I don't necessarily, if you want to click away now because you're like, I don't want to hear depressing shit, I watched the debate for that. Like, I understand, and my problems are absolutely nothing compared to the global world at large. Everything is fucked right now, and I totally get not wanting to listen to my bullshit. But it's not very often that I get to talk to you directly, and this is something I've been feeling a lot lately and talking to my husband about, and because you are such a huge part of my life, I would like to send it out to you as well. So I've been having a lot of weird feelings about marketability lately, about how to market what I do, about how to communicate about what I do, because a good portion of you tonight are people who know me personally, who might have met me in real life, though I do believe the internet to also be real life, or who have known me for several years, or who we've grown close through certain communities. You know me in some personal aspect, some way separately from my music. You might have discovered my music through being married to Ophidian, and then you found out that his wife is a musician, and you're like, I'll try it out, and you ended up here, and I'm very grateful for that. But because a good portion of you are either my friends or close to me in some way, sometimes it can feel kind of weird, because when I try to, when you say to someone who does not necessarily know you, you say, my friend Kate does this. It's really easy to assume that someone that you know personally who isn't famous is not good at what they do. And when the people who share my stuff say things like, look at my friend Kate doing her stream, I think the average person sort of just scrolls by it like, I don't care what your weird friend is doing. And it's not that I am by no means like, I'm not like, don't share my stuff with certain stuff, like, do whatever you want. I'm so grateful that you shared it all and that you got the word out, and I am overwhelmingly just like, thank you so much for actually spreading the word. It is extremely important, and I am so grateful. But it's hard to convince people who might have known me or who know me personally, who've never heard what I do. It's extremely easy for them to assume, because I don't have outward like success. I mean, I have like a decent following. I am a lower class creator, I would say. Like, I have low level creator numbers, which I am absolutely like, I'm happy to be where I am. This is a version of success for me. But if someone that you know sees only 4,500 Instagram followers and only 100 likes on a post, they're not going to invest in it, because they don't care what your weird friend does. Welcome, Cthulian Dreams. I am so glad you're here from Twitch Recommends. That's great, because I am loving the interaction here on Twitch and how things work here, and I think I've created something new for Twitch that is not necessarily I mean, there are interactive music streams elsewhere, but the variety show we've created here, I think, is incredibly unique. But because it's so unique, it's hard to explain to new people. It's hard to, it's hard to get new people on board, because what is happening here is so strange and so, again, I don't want to like toot my own horn. Can you say what I do is original and fine so that I feel less uncomfortable saying it? Can you be like, yes, what she does compared to other things? Because I feel very weird saying it myself.
Kate Nix is amazing at what she does.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm asking for.
Have you heard her voice?
No, that's not. I didn't mean that.
Everything she does is wonderful.
I mean,
I love it.
I love you.
I know you guys love it. Because you're here watching now.
He got under my spell when we first started dating. I sang to him in his bedroom alone, and that is how I ensnared him with my siren song.
Yeah.
But I meant specifically this show. Can you explain how this show is different than other shows?
Oh, yeah. We talked about this the other day, too, and we try to spread it as much as we can on the internet. We're a live music, an interactive live music show with multiple cameras. We're very high production. We've got stuff that is pre-filmed, and we're able to play that other music streams just don't do. Jokingly, we say we're very inspired by Critical Role.
Yes.
And their level of production and the stuff that they put during their pre-roll and mid-roll streams.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to be put on the spot. Sorry, guys. But it is absolutely something that's unique to her. We've tried looking for other streams that do similar, that have created something similar, and we have yet to find it. We've yet to find another stream on Twitch that has, that is what she has created here.
And it's hard to, like, tell other people, like, I play music. It's hard enough to describe what genre I am. I play music. I do accents. There's spontaneous kazoo solos and dance breaks and other things happen, and it feels more like an interactive classic variety show from the 70s and 80s and even 90s. I would compare it more to Pee-wee's Playhouse or The Muppet Show than to anything necessarily that I've seen on Twitch elsewhere. And it's just so weird and hard to explain that I'm having trouble figuring out how to make this bigger than what it is. Obviously, your help has been incredible. You sharing things, you telling people about it. That is the absolute most vital part of growing the Lullaby Lounge, of expanding it in any way, of getting to that partner goal. I have to get 75 average viewers, I think for like 30 days or something. I have to keep it up in order to stay partner, but it gives me different controls and I can get more emojis and all these other things. So reaching that is really important to me. But I have no idea how to get people to sign on, because even the people who know me in real life won't watch my fucking show. Like, so many people I personally know just do not care to turn in. And I understand that. I'm a loud person and not everybody wants to hang out with me for 2 hours. But it's... How move forward is the nature of this part where I talk. Like, how do I need help from you explaining it to other people. I just need some help here. If you're a part of our Discord from Patreon, please, let's continue this conversation over there in the Lullaby Lounge channel. If you are not a part of our Patreon, you can do that and become a part of our Discord by joining katenix.com/join for less than $2 a month. Do you want to hit us with the... So we're going to continue this conversation and hang out over there in the Lullaby Lounge channel after this stream is over, discussing just ideas and the show in general. So if you want to continue the party and hang out at the after party, head over into the Discord. But yeah, just some things I've been thinking about lately about what it means to be, like, I don't want to say easy to consume, but like, I think what I make is pretty fun. And I think a lot of people who wouldn't necessarily sign up at the first place if they just saw me or my work might enjoy it. And I'm having some trouble figuring out how to get other people on board. So if you have any ideas, legitimate ideas, not like, oh, I know some things about, I think I can do your job better than you ideas, but like, if you want to help out, please let me know. I'm so glad that you enjoy what I do, that those of you, 60 of you, have stuck around just to chat with me right now. It seriously means more than I can express. We moved from 60 viewers being the absolute peak to it being almost our regular viewership this season. So obviously I'm doing something right. I am having trouble bringing new lights into the community, and I need help from you that makes it sound like I need you to hype me up in a way that makes it sound like you don't know me that you just discovered me, that you're like, oh my god, this girl does this. I need, when you're trying to share my stuff, I would like you to use that language if you can. If you don't remember, it's fine. If you think me requesting it all is gauche, then that'd be what it is. Yeah, just something I've been thinking about lately as we move into the mid-season. We have 4 episodes left in season 3. Shit is about to get fucking wild for Halloween, y'all. Like, it is... I'm trying to go all out to the best of my ability and physical capabilities. But yes, let's go hang out on the Discord and move our conversation there. And everyone else, I will see you either on the replay on Thursday or next week for Vintage, Neo-Vintage Covers Week, where I will cover all sorts of modern songs in a lounge or torch style. So thank you so much for joining me tonight in the Lullaby Lounge. I am Kate Nix, award-winning polymath of stage and stream, and I am so happy that you joined me. Bye. Please like, and subscribe.
We can't guarantee it's worth it. You don't know if you don't try before we say goodbye. There is one more little thing to help us out if you don't mind. To show us you really care, give this video a share. I know we are sad to watch you go. We'll see you in the comments down below. I like singing with you, Kate.
I like singing with you too, Moxie.